Hey guys. It's back. Cassie found something here. It's the size of a nickel.
Buffalo nickel. Give me the fufu juice.
Oh! I gotta keep digging some more here. Let's see what else we can get. I found myself a bucket lister. I got a crotal bell.
It's a Wheatie.
You found a Wheatie?
Yes.
Sweet. A Walking Liberty 1943 half dollar. Oh my god, it's freaking gorgeous. You got an Indian? Oh my god, Cassie got an IHP. Needless to say, I am a happy camper. Good morning, everybody. We are out to do a little bit of metal detecting. It is, it's getting late. Not late in the day. It's late for me. It is 11 o'clock. It was cold this morning. Like 30 degrees, 29, 30 degrees. Our first day, I think that's below freezing. I just didn't want to get out there quite yet. I waited till it warmed up. I stalled. I shampooed the carpet in my living room. I went and got some groceries. I did a few things around the house and waiting for it to warm up. And it's about 36 or 37, something like that now, depending on which thermometer you want to look at. So we're going to give it a try. I'm going to do something a bit different today. I'm going to go back to a couple of the spots that we've already been to, but I'm going to do something I haven't done for a while. I'm going to use the 6-inch coil on the Equinox. I got this thing over a year ago. Really haven't done anything with it. Everybody said I would be impressed with it when I put it on. I would not want to take it off and all that. I wasn't impressed with it when I first tried it. Maybe I chose the wrong location though. I did hit a spot that I'd beat up pretty badly already. So that could be my fault. And I just don't think there was anything, perhaps, although I did take the Simplex back there and found stuff with it. So I don't know, but I want to give it a fair shake and I want to take it out again and see what we can find. So I'm going to take it to some places that don't have the electromagnetic interference that I was involved with in the other place that I tried, see what I can come up with. And I think this is the first time I've been in this little car since I've been filming too. This is the first time in my youngest daughter's little hoopty that I got for her. My other Volvo that I was driving, my oldest daughter pretty much took it over. So I don't have that. I miss that car, I tell you what. And this is the one I think in the last video that I said I'd been spending a lot of time fixing up. It's a 2004 Toyota Matrix with just shy of 220,000 miles on it. Engine runs good. It's a 1.8 liter engine, that venerable 1ZZE engine, or if depending on what part of the pond your land mass resides, it could be the 1ZZE engine. Great little engine, known for its longevity, not known for its horsepower, unless it's in a Lotus. Lotus used these and they were supercharged and made quite a lot of power. In this car it does not, but it suits my daughter's personality. She doesn't want fast, she wants something that's interesting and quirky, and this is bright yellow with little yellow accents inside like that. So perfect for her. And since she's not old enough to drive it, I'm putting the miles on this, so I'm not putting the miles on my car. So I guess I'm stalling because it's still cold outside and it's windy too. So let's get out there and see what we can find. Next spot will be one of our first targets. And here we are. First interesting item. About 7 inches down, we have something that was showing as iron, and I think it is. Oh, it is just a washer, so I was right, it was iron. This had a high chirp to it, which I think this 6-inch coil is prone to doing. But we got ourselves a washer out of the ground. I decided to dig it and see what it was, and that's what it is. Let's keep going. This small coil seems to excel in finding iron. I've dug a ton of nails. I got a big old wad of them. Here's just a few of them. It it comes high tone on them pretty easily. But finally got pay dirt on one of those signals that said it was deep, and if it's deep, I'm not taking chances, I'm digging it. And I got myself an iron D-buckle. This sucker's old. It's got a lot of rust. I'm betting that's probably like a saddle strap buckle or something from 1800s, late 1800s most likely, but that goes back there a ways. Glad to have that one. Check this out. I thought for sure I was just chasing a zinc penny. The signal was exactly like a zinc penny, and I just found another one of these BHMs. That's the third one of these I found. Oops, where'd it go? There it is. And I still don't know what the heck these mean. That's rather interesting. Whoop, keep dropping it. Here, let's just, I don't have my vest with me today and my finds pouch, my nice finds thing. So I'm just going to have to keep this in my pocket and hope I don't get stuck. Cool though, we will definitely take it, but I wish I knew what the heck these things were. I have no clue. Wow, finds are hard today, I tell you what. It's 1 o'clock. I've been out a couple of hours now. Just found this. Not entirely sure what it is. Huh. It looks familiar somehow, but I don't know what it is. If one of you guys know before I can find out, let me know. I am really curious. It's interesting though. I'm gonna keep going. I've probably got a couple more. It's Halloween actually. I got a couple more hours to go and then I gotta get back. Interesting. Yo, this is interesting. I'm not 100% certain what it is. It could be part of a small iron dinnerware knife. I know back, late 17, early 1800s, they did seem to have a curve to them like that. So it is possible, but I'm not sure. I'm going to take it and keep going. I think it's cool nonetheless. So let's go. Let's keep going. Don't know if you can see it sitting on top of the clump there. This was not deep at all, like 3 inches or so. Oh, hello little worm. That is a short, fat worm, isn't it? Actually, that may be a chopped in half worm. That's why he's so short. Sorry, brother. Let's pretend we just didn't see that. But check this out. We can definitely see this. I got a thimble. That is awesome. Whoops. I lost it. Look at that. It is intact. It's smashed, but it's intact. That is awesome. Sorry, I don't think I have you guys in frame. I don't find a lot of those, so that is a really special find. That definitely helps make the day. This area that I'm in right now, tall grass, it's where I specialize lately, but man, there's a lot of nails, a lot of iron in here. It's like somebody took 100 boxes of nails and just scattered them everywhere. It's really hard. But I pulled out a thimble and I am very proud to have it. Well, just like that, we're at the wrap up. It seems like I got like 2 minutes of video there. So what are my thoughts after I have not been out for a while with the 6-inch coil for the Equinox? Guys, I'm hiding my face because I'm still torn on this thing. I came away with some interesting stuff. Some of it I had to clean up to see exactly what I had. But, that's not a magic coil, I don't think. The Equinox has a habit of faulting on rusty iron pretty heavily, especially if you have your iron bias turned down. You can do little tricks, like if you get a signal that, especially like in that 20 to 21 range, that the iron faults is on this thing going this way. If you turn this way, it'll stop. Or if you turn it into all metal mode, you'll hear that iron coming through. But a lot of this stuff, I want to know what it is. I want to dig, because even with those kinds of signals where you're like 99.99% right, or positive that it is iron, you still got to know. And sometimes that iron can be really interesting iron. And I think today is a little bit less of a lesson in finding massive amounts of just god awful stuff, and more about that lesson about digging the signals that you get, whether they're good or bad. Sometimes, if you're not sure, dig it, and sometimes you can really be surprised at what those end up being. And I think today was, well, actually it's last weekend now, was a bit of a lesson in that. So let me show you what I mean. When you see what I've got arranged out here, it'll be a little bit more obvious what I'm chattering on about here. Okay, this is the board. It's a big one this time, and I decided to lay out most of the garbage. Not all of it, you know, some foil and things I did not keep. But that smaller coil, I think, makes it false on this more, because that signal is, instead of being spread out, it's a more condensed signal. So I think it makes you question a little bit more. my daughter's out at the window right there trying to distract me and doing a good job of it. She's about to wash her car. Look at all the nails though. These are all heavily rusted nails. And these have a lot of iron that's leached out of the nail into the soil around it. And that halo is what causes the Equinox to have such a hard time and to false so heavily. Got what looks like a roller skate wheel, a bunch of just round nails, and other goop and garbage. Got two of those in two different locations. A little bitty bullet. Some square nails. This one I thought might be brass, but it's magnetic. Beautiful example though. And some larger iron stuff. This I think is just part of a little, like an iron strap of some sort. This, have no clue what this is, but it's really cool. I think it might have been like a handle of some sort, that maybe to an old stove perhaps, or something like that. Not horribly sure. And just continuing down with the iron pieces, I've got this iron buckle that, I mean, you can look at that. That's been down in the ground a long time. That's probably late 1800s, maybe early 1900s at best, but I'm going to guess probably late 1800s. I would not have found that with the big coil, because the bigger coil, I think, gives a softer result on iron, and it would have killed that signal off. So the smaller coil for finding things like that, I think, is more beneficial. And I'm proud to have had to dig through all those nails to get that. I'm totally okay with that. That's part of metal detecting. This, not sure about this, because if you look at the cross section there, it's really thin down on this end, and starting right about here, it gets thicker. There is a potential that this could be an old iron dinnerware knife. It has a little bit more of a curve to it than I think a dinnerware knife might have had. I don't know if that's because this has gotten bent over the years or what, but there is a potential that that's what that is. I think this is just part of like a makeup piece, compact or something like that. 65, I haven't found a lot of 65 coins this year, and I used to find tons of those. But I used to dig in areas that had a lot of shallow clad, and I really don't target those areas at all anymore. A little bit more clad. Found another one of these BHM things that I cannot figure out. This is really cool. This is one of those things I thought was just like a lid to you know, like a motor oil can or a gas can or something like that. But you always want to double check things. I brought it home and cleaned it up, and that's what I discovered. It's an old salt or pepper shaker lid that if I wouldn't have taken a really close look at it, I would have never realized that's what it was. But that's pretty cool. I like that. That's probably like 1920s to 1940s range, so not horribly old, but that's 80 to 100 years old. And the find of the day for me was this thimble. It is just a simple thimble. It's, I don't know what it's made of. I don't think it's aluminum. Not 100% certain. I did not try it with a magnet to see if it's a steel thimble, but I love thimbles. These are those things that connect you with individuals. The put you in contact with a time that has passed us by and individuals that are no longer here. And I love that kind of stuff. So really excited to have this. I do plan on getting out with that 6-inch coil some more. Can't get the camera straight here. I think there's an old school that I've been to that I've pounded with the Equinox and with a Simplex, and I think I might take that 6-inch coil there just to see what I can come up with. For grins, I'm gonna have fun out there with it. I have almost the entire next week off. It is November in Michigan, and it's warm, which is extremely rare. I have shorts and t-shirt on today, and I'm actually a little warm. I'm taking advantage of that, so I'll be out. But I'm really happy with the stuff that I found. I'm going to try that 6-inch coil out some more, just to see what I can come up with. But I'm really excited to be able to get out. I'm really excited that I found this, and it really kind of puts things in perspective and teaches you each coil is going to be a bit different. And actually, I have the Stealth Diggers to thank for this. They've been using the Fisher F19s with the small coils that they have, going back to some of their places that were covered with iron. And the smaller coil has been able to find things in the middle of that iron. The locations that I've been at haven't been so iron infested, so they probably aren't it's probably not as useful, but I love getting out and giving it a try, and plan on doing it again this week. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys. Don't get discouraged when you're finding things like a bunch of nails like this. That's part of the process, because if you're not digging through the iron, you won't find this, you won't find this, you won't find this, all those things. And you've got to get that stuff out of the way. You've got to remove that question mark before you can find some of this stuff. And that's what's so fun about this. So, talk to you guys later. I'm going to go, actually I got to go get new tires on my daughter's car. I got an appointment for that. But I'm going to be out all day metal detecting tomorrow, I think, because it's going to be beautiful. And I will see you guys out there.